Hi everybody, my name is Rio Ray Frosher, and you probably don't know who I am, but I do have videos here on YouTube of um, things like self-love and my experience at Pangaea on the Big Island when I was there. So anyway, I'm here today. It is November 19th, 2017, and I'll let you know I don't watch TV, pretty much. Although I live with someone who does, so I do catch it here and there. But I don't read newspapers. I don't pay attention to anything going on mainstream. I get all of my information off of the internet, and I'll share with you Justin Deschamps of Stillness in the Storm, Jordan Sather of Destroying the Illusion. These are two people that I peruse their videos and websites on the daily, just to kind of get an update of what's going on. Also, I listen to Simon Parkes, James Gilliland, lots of people who are in the know about what's going on. And it's not just theory. I believe the tweet, if any of you saw it, the tweet that our illustrious president made yesterday, I believe it was, about Operation Alice in Wonderland. I interpret that as he's about to take us down the rabbit hole. He's about to reveal all the dark secrets of the deep state and the people behind it and all of that. So that's kind of to preface why I'm here today. So the vast majority of people have no clue about what's been going on behind the scenes. They're so wrapped up in their lives and living in 3D, which is fine, that they don't have time to pay attention to this stuff. I stepped out of the mainstream and out of 3D a long time ago when I went to Hawaii to do what I call my own inner work, and that's where I was guided to go. My inner guidance brought me there because that was the best place for me to be, to have time to do all that stuff. So I'm here to share with you how to navigate the upcoming time because we are collectively about to go down the rabbit hole, and it's going to shock a lot of people, everybody who's not already in the know. So because I've known about most of this stuff for a couple of years now, the secret space program, the pedophilia rings that are rampant all across the globe, not just here, but in Europe, everywhere, Australia. I don't think there's anywhere where it hasn't touched. If you're not already in the know and you're watching this, just know that what's about to be revealed has been going on for decades. It's nothing new. You're just now finding out about it. And I'm talking in the future here because you don't even know yet just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Just know, for one thing, it's all going to be okay. There's going to be a lot of chaos, but I believe this is what's going to bring humanity together, is seeing the darker side, accepting it for what it is, and then taking steps to move on from it. And it means cleaning up a huge mess, but it's going to be a collective effort, and it's going to be a lot easier than you think it's going to be. So what I've done in doing my inner work, I discovered a part of myself that I like to call the bridge between the ego and the heart, or our core selves, and that is the neutral observer. For me, it's the Joker. And I do find humor in just about everything that happens to me, or especially what I see going on with other people. I see the inside joke, the spiritual joke, if you will, because I don't look at us as just being human. We're spiritual beings having a human existence. That means we're spirit first, human second. So all these issues of gender and race and all this other crap that's being used by the media to keep us separate and fighting with each other has been just for that, to keep us fighting and forgetting that we're spiritual beings. We're not the body, so anything that has to do with the body, just to me, doesn't matter, because we're not the body. So going back to the neutral observer, this is the place I live from for the most part. And it's a space where you're not judging anything. I've asked my judge to step aside, and the neutral observer gets to see a greater perspective, a wider perspective, or even a different perspective, in order to see both sides of a situation. If it's just a duality, with two people, or to really, it's just, you only need to see both sides in order to maintain a balanced and neutral perspective, and have the understanding of both sides. The understanding is what helps us stay out of fear, because we always fear what we don't understand, and that's just really a lack of information. So I encourage all of you to educate yourselves with the internet, what's the content that's on the internet, and yes, discernment is great. Discernment is needed, and you discern with feelings. Not, you can use logic, but really the mind is just going to get in the way. Mostly, the truth will always feel good. And when we're not feeling good in our feelings, it's really just being out of alignment with the greater perspective, just having, missing an understanding of a certain perspective that will give us more information so that we can be able to maintain a neutral space. So that you're going to need that in the upcoming times in order to stay balanced, stay out of fear, and I guess I maintain that we're going to be okay, because I've been, for a long time, many years now, have been studying up on who we are as spiritual beings, just as a reminder. But at the same time, I'm teaching my ego all of this. So I've created a spiritual ego, and been caught up in that a few times myself. And I strive for a win-win situation. I don't participate in the negative aspect of competition, which is really what our country is all about. It's I don't buy into that. I like for everybody to win, and that's what I teach my son when I play with him, and it's just more fun that way when everybody gets to win. And I've never had that competitive edge with people. Maybe in spots here and there throughout my life, but not as a continuous undercurrent of how I do things. So that's how I maintain. What's the word? All right, let me just go in a different direction here. The win-win is about karma. Karma is the indicator of where you made your choice from. And I'm going to explain what free will is really about. This being a free will zone, it means we have a choice between two decisions, love or fear. That really is the free will choice. A couple of weeks ago, I went to a live stream of a TED Women's Conference that happened in New Orleans. It was a couple of weeks ago, because I was inspired to make this video quite a while ago, and I just had too much going on. So anyway, I don't remember who it was, but she mentioned a quote, and I don't remember who the quote was from, but this person had realized that there's a space in between a thought and the action we take on the thought, and that's the free will zone. You have a choice of doing something or saying something out of fear because A, B, or C won't happen. And this is what we have to pay attention to. And the feeling that goes along with that, usually it's anxious, or we're just feeling stressed or, some kind of lower vibrational feeling, which is not bad. It's just if you pay attention to your feeling, it's telling you, no, you're wanting to make a choice on the negative side, or the fear side. There's always time to center yourself and see a different side as to what the positive choice would be, and it's always going to be win-win, always. It's usually the smaller decisions that have the most impact, I find. But that's how you use feelings to discern. You're looking at something that feels irritating or contracted, just anxious, doesn't feel good, versus taking a deep breath and coming to a centered place where we can raise our vibration, because that's key, raising our vibration so that we can see a different side. The solution's always going to be at a higher vibration than the problem we have. Anyway, that's I guess I could make a whole new video about that. But I'm hoping that I gave you some pointers on how to come to a neutral space. You're going to discern that with your feeling, to know when you are being neutral, and you'll have a greater perspective. You'll see different sides of whatever it is you're working with. And really it's to help people deal with what's coming up. Yeah, shit's really going to hit the fan. Hasn't really, it's just begun. It's just beginning. And it's going to get worse in the way that there's more information to come, and it's going to get darker. And it's really just for us to see what's been there all the time that we've either ignored, or we just, please don't go there. That's a waste of time. We've all been duped in one degree or another. So get over it so that you can accept that this is what's going on, that we have let ourselves run amok, and we have put our trust and faith in, I don't want to say the wrong people. They were the right people for this situation so that we could wake up. But yeah, so we've put our faith in the darker side. We have made decisions out of fear, and who we've elected, who we've given power to, and we're going to come to that realization. But it's going to be all right. It's all going to work out. I have faith in that. I really do, because I know who we all are. So, not too bad. Stay. Go in peace.